Hi guys, I'm going to give you a quick little tutorial on how to use Google Drive. So Google Drive is a great tool and it's a really great place to organize and store all your files and keep it in one place, especially if you're using one of the school Chromebooks or even if you're using your own laptop or computer at home. Or even on your phone, you can download the app. I would recommend you do that. It's a really quick way to make sure you have all your assignments and all your work at a moment's notice. So this is the Google Drive home screen. Now, if you want to make sure you're there, it's got to look like this. You'll have the Drive icon up in the top left corner, and you'll have your name icon over here. And then you're going to see this bar over here with new, My Drive, Shared with Me, Recents, all this good stuff over here. All right, so I have nothing in here right now. I just started this new account just to show you guys. But first off, I want to show you what you can put in here. And that's pretty much everything. So over here I have a movie file, an AI file, a PNG, and a PDF. It's representational of some of the files, some of the file types that we'll be using. So let's give it a try. Our movie file, let's slide that in. That's another tutorial you'll be seeing on Gravit. All right, so that's going to take just a second because it's a bigger file. But even while we're waiting, we can put in this AI file. And let that load, and the PNG, and how about the PDF? Oh, so it's all loading. The PNG is the smallest, so of course that goes first, then the PDF, and then we'll see what happens. Looks like we're going to get the movie file and then the AI file. Any second now. All right. So it looks like everything's in there. I can check here. That's pretty much what was there. Great. Okay, so now I have these files in here. Now, let's try to organize it a little bit. So if you right-click, you can make yourself a new folder, or you can go to New, and you can make yourself a new folder up here. Now let's name it. So let's do Adobe Finished Artwork. Okay, create, and it's going to make me a file. So I should be able to just click and drag this one straight up in there. And the Camp Smart PNG is also going to go in there. All right, you know what? Let me put the business card thing in there. All right, so now I got one left. Let's make a new folder. Finished video resources. We'll create that file, and then we'll click, and we'll drag this. Actually, let's do this. We'll go right-click. And if you go in here, you right-click, you're going to see this big menu open up. Let's go Move To. And it should populate with a list of what we have right up here, even though it's right up here. All right, then we can click on Finished Video Resources, and we can click Move Here. It disappears here, and let's see. It's in that file. There we go. So if you want, if you're working on a group project with somebody, you can right-click on this, and you could download it right here. You could delete it all together, or you could share it. There's a couple different ways to do that. You can add an email, and you can, like it says here, control who shares, downloads, copies, and prints this file. So that's great. And then you can get a link for it if you want. So you just copy the link, and then you paste it to somebody else, and that's the link if you want to share it with somebody else. Okay, over here, you're going to see on the sidebar it says shared with me. No one's shared anything with me yet, but you're going to look here if you want to look for assignments that people have shared with you or team projects that have been shared on the Share With Me folder. You will get email updates if someone shares something with you, so this isn't going to be a surprise. Nothing will just magically appear in here without you knowing. If you go to Recents, it's going to show you the whole list of what you've just recently worked with, and that's the 4 files here that I uploaded. If I star one of these, make it special. Whoop, didn't mean to do that. Let's go down and we can go Add to Starred. And then we click on Starred, and our logos are right here. And then Trash is Trash. Masterwork and Best Documented in the Trash. That's how it should be. All right. The last thing about Drive you should know is if you go up to this button here, this is New, and you click on it. You saw that earlier from giving you a folder. You can upload a file that way or a whole folder. What I usually like to do is just drag the whole thing, but if you're working on a Chromebook, you're probably going to be using this. And then here is a really good tool. This opens up Google Docs for you, Sheets, Slides, and then a whole bunch of other stuff. So take a look at those things. The Google Drawings is going to be really helpful. And yeah, play around with these. Have some fun with it. And that's the Google Drive tutorial. There's really nothing more to it right now, and if there is, we'll cover it later.